our good buddies on the YSO podcast here, and he's actually mulliganed. I have no idea what he's playing, and our hand is actually pretty mediocre. We have no turn one play here at all. However, I do think we have some play here, so I am going to hold this, and hopefully we can draw into something, because I think this has some upside to it. Something ideal, he's gone down to 5, like ideal would be to get into a workshop here. Okay, shooting port's pretty good. So, the thing is, should I confuse him with just playing a mountain? He will be very confused, because he's thinking, this guy's on workshops for sure. Why is he playing a mountain? Ah, there we go. Okay, that's a pretty good one. So I think what we're going to do here is I'm going to play a factory into a sphere resistance here. And yeah, hopefully that's enough. I'm a tiny bit scared of days here, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. So the sphere resolves, and okay, transfer is actually a decent card to get here. However, I am tempted to attack his mana base here. We've got an awful lot of mana. He very well may have Gush, but I'm fine with him drawing cards off of Gush right now, because it puts his land further and further behind. So we're going to try just attacking for 2 here and see how that goes. And hopefully he's missing land drops. He's not, unfortunately. Workshop would be good here. We'd be able to cast a lodestone. And we didn't get there. But what we're going to do is we're going to cast a Trinosphere here. And hopefully this resolves. Could eat a mana drain here. Josh has been playing mana drains lately. That is not what we want to see. Okay, so we are getting mana drained here. And this is going to be enough for him to cast a Planeswalker, I suspect. Oh, he's gushed. Wow, okay. Well, I certainly like that better than the mana drain, I can tell you that right now. Now we can cast our lodestone with impunity. And Mana Crypt is actually not very good in this situation, but we got 2, so how do we want to work our mana here? We can actually just outright cast the lodestone with what we have on the table, or we need to play one more land. 2, 4, 5. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to get the lodestone down, and next turn we will try and get ourselves out a Wormcoil Engine, and that should hopefully put some pressure on him. Okay, so Josh is going to cast something here, it looks like. Hopefully he's not getting our lodestone. Okay. It's actually really good for him. Revoker. See, what I'm thinking about contemplating here is, do I want to try and bury him one more sphere down with a Rashidin Port here? Because that would make it that he's only got 3 mana to work with. and I can actually beat him down for 9, giving him a 1-turn clock here. Or do I let him have his mana and get a Wormcoil Engine out? I think a Wormcoil is just such a bigger threat. He can force a Will It, but of course that taps his Monolith and he's right back to where he was. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm just going to get Wormcoil down and we'll go from there. I will cast it pre-combat just because. Actually, I could have activated my factory there and got an extra mana to attack. That was a mistake. I could have got in for an extra 2 damage, which is critical. Shucks. Now let's see what happens here. Okay, so we got the win. And I still have no idea what we're actually playing here. We've seen Gush, and that's it. So, and a Grim Monolith, which is a very interesting card choice. You know, I don't know that we really do much here. I guess I'll take out the Precursor Golem. And maybe I'll just bring in another Wormcoil. I mean, maybe he's playing Fish. Null Rod seems pretty good. Maybe I just go with a failsafe on the Triskelion or something. I'm really not sure. Why don't we go with the failsafe Triskelion? It has poor synergy with Null Rods, but I'm willing to just have a 4/4 beater versus having a Null Rod out. It seems fine. And Duplicant is actually, double Duplicant is probably an overkill. Maybe I can just bring in the other Wormcoil here. And maybe I will bring in a Pithing Needle here as well. We've got the Revokers. Pithing Needle's not that good, but could be good. I don't think I need a Duplicant, I just think I need the Wormcoils here. We'll see. It's hard when you don't know what your opponent's playing. And this is a hand that could be a disaster because I've only got the Workshop here. This could just go terribly, terribly wrong, but we're gonna gamble. We didn't see any landy out of him in the first one, so okay, he's got Vault Key, or he's got the key anyways. Okay, I'm happy to see that, and I think what we're going to do here is we're probably just going to get down a Thorn, and maybe I'll set him up on the Revoker, because I don't think that there's any way he can get over my Thorn here to do the combo. Yeah, I think he might have Force of Will. This is the thing that scares me, and if he's got like a Lotus Petal into the key, then I'm just dead. But if he's got a force, he's got a force, right? He's going to get my Revoker as well. There's nothing I can do about that. So now our hope is that we don't see a Wasteland or a Strip Mine or a Ghost Quarter. Okay, so he's got a creature here, it looks like. Very interesting. Okay. Another Workshop would be good. Okay. That is not so great for us, but what we could do here is we could actually cast a Tangle Wire. I think this is fine. Tie him down for a couple turns, and it's going to minimally damage us, so okay. I mean, the good news is that we have a worm coil and we have a Triskelion here that are going to be able to come out relatively soon if we can get into another 2 mana. And our opponent is once again tapping a land. I guess he's just playing out filtering. He's mono blue, it looks like. So workshop would be good here. Okay, Revoker is fine. I think what we're going to do with the Revoker is we're just going to put it on... We've got 2 Revokers now, so I'm just going to put it on Voltaic Key. I think that's fine. And so we're still doing okay here. You know, really we want to hope that Josh is missing on some lands here. Try and stay on top of him a little bit here. If he gets down another Legionnaire, I'm not as happy about it. Because it puts us in a situation where we're going to have to start chumping sooner than later. Okay. You hear my daughter there. Right. Okay, we have some company here. My 1-year-old daughter has just woken up and is going to be giving us some chorus in the background here. So, and my wife doesn't seem any too happy about that. Okay, there was an amazing draw for us. Now here's the question. I mean, I can get out another Tangle Wire, and I can get out a Revoker here. It's 4, that's 6. I can tap everything down, and then I can next turn get out my Triskelion. Like, I'm not really too worried about taking damage at this stage in the game from this thing. My apologies. That might be the right play. Or the question is do I just go right all out and get one of my creatures out right now? I mean, I don't really want him having any mana if I can prevent it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. And I'll just throw my Chalice down at 1 to give me some more ramp. I would like to keep it at 1, but... So, first things first, let's get down the Revoker and see if he can counter it. And hopefully he can't. And if he's got a Force of Will, I mean, and this is where he's going to use it, then so be it. So we've got Sol Ring, right? Yep, we got the Sol Ring. So now he can't cast anything, and we're going to get another Tangle Wire out, and we have 1 mana left to pay for a Chalice, right? So now we're going to have to tap 1, 3, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't even need to waste the Chalice here. He's got to tap all his stuff down, which is fine. And we'll just see what happens here. Hopefully he does not have anything he can use that red mana for. So he's able to overcome the Tangle Wires here. And he gets in for 3. Oh, he's got a lot of mana, Josh does here. Wowsies, that's what I've got to say. 1, 2, oh, there's my 1. And we can't actually attack, so that's fine. Well, I could have attacked, actually. That was an error. So let's get our Triskelion out here. Hopefully we do not meet a Force of Will here. So Josh is once again filtering. I do worry a little bit about him getting something big out here. He's not really having to tap too much anymore. So he's got a good 4 mana here. Okay, so he's doing something here. Okay. Which is fine. I mean, that doesn't scare me at the moment because he's got I've got the revokers down. However, if he gets a Hurkyl's Recall down or something like that, or a Steel Sabotage, then we're in some trouble. So here's the question: what can we do here? Crucible of Worlds. That's not going to help us here. So I can hit him for 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. I can just kill him right here. Oh no, I can't activate my factory. Shoot. Very, very close. Very, very close. Here's the thing. I think I'm just going to play a Lodestone here, and I'm going to set a Chalice at 1. I mean, Hurkyl's Recall will kill me, but it's, I mean, take your pick. Steel Sabotage, Hurkyl. You know, who's to know what he's running, whether he's got one or not, but either one of them will absolutely win in the game, so there's not much I can do there. Just unfortunate I didn't have 1 more mana. Regardless, let us pound in here. You know, my feeling is that if he had a Steel Sabotage, though, at this point, he would have used it. Whereas with a Hurkyl's Recall, like if he had a Hurkyl's Recall, it's really tough to say. Right, he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, right? 5 mana, and in order to cast a Hurkyl's, it's going to cost him 3, 4, 1 down tap, right? That's how that would go. Tough decision here, guys. Let me just think about it. Okay, I don't know which one is right here. I mean, they both have their benefits. We can cast the Lodestone Golem, and we can cast a Chalice at 1. However, I think I'm actually, and you know, lock his land down 1 more time, which makes it all that much harder for him to cast something. But I do think a Chalice at 2 is pretty good here because it it's going to mean that he can't cast a Hurkyl's Recall, and Hurkyl's Recall is a card that scares me a lot more than Steel Sabotage right now. Like, I lose to either one of them, so I'm not sure what's the best. I'm just not sure. Well, time to hold our collective breaths. Did we choose right? Did we choose right? All right, let's see, guys. Let us hope. You know, this would be a tough one to lose because so close. You know, I can plunk him down to 2 damage here. He's got a bunch of mana. Oh, okay, he's gushing. Alright, we got it done.